The freezing night swallowed El Lobo, Lucia, and Miguelas. They sprinted away from the abandoned station. Snowflakes blinded their vision, stinging like cold needles. Behind them, the bounty hunters shouted orders. Their boots pounded loudly against the wooden floor inside the station. Keep moving. El Lobo hissed. They slid down a snowy hill, rolling through thick powder. Lucia coughed as she stood up. Who hired bounty hunters? She asked breathlessly. El Lobo didn't answer his mind was racing. Bounty hunters were only used when someone paid heavily, and only a few people knew their location. Someone betrayed us, El Lobo finally said. Miguel froze. Who? We have no enemies except the police. El Lobo looked at him with a cold stare. Everyone has enemies, Miguel. Especially thieves. Gunshots cracked through the forest. A bullet hit a tree right beside Lucia's head. They're too close, she shouted. El Lobo pointed to an old train tunnel ahead. Inside. Go. They ran into the tunnel just as the hunters reached the ridge. Darkness enveloped them instantly. Only the distant echoes of their footsteps filled the air. Lucia pulled out a small flashlight. Its dim beam revealed rusted tracks and dripping water. How long until the freight train arrives? She asked. 1 hour, El Lobo replied. Miguel trembled. They'll find a tunnel, which is why we won't stay here, El Lobo said. He pointed deeper into the tunnel. There's an old maintenance exit up ahead. They followed the tracks for 10 minutes. Every sound made them flinch. The tunnel seemed endless. Suddenly, a faint red light glowed in the distance. Miguel gasped. What is that? El Lobo raised his hand. Stay behind me. As they approached, the red light became clearer. It was attached to a motion sensor. Lucia's eyes widened. That's not police equipment. No, El Lobo whispered. It's military grade. Miguel panicked. But who? A loud metallic noise echoed from behind them. The bounty hunters had entered the tunnel. Their flashlights bounced off the curved walls. We need to disable it, Lucia said, pointing at the device. Miguel knelt beside it. His hands shook as he examined the wires. I can do it. Just give me time. El Lobo turned around, raising his weapon. We don't have time. The hunter's footsteps grew louder. Lucia aimed her rod, ready to defend. Miguel pulled out the last wire. The red light flickered and died. Go, Miguel shouted. They took off running. The hunters reached the device moments later. They disarmed it, one growled. Keep going, another commanded. At the end of the tunnel, a ladder reached up to a metal hatch. El Lobo climbed first. He pushed the hatch open. A blast of cold wind hit his face. They emerged onto a snowy hillside overlooking railway tracks. Lucia gasped at the sight. A freight train was coming early. Perfect timing, El Lobo said. The three positioned themselves beside the track. The train roared past, shaking the ground. Jump on 3, El Lobo shouted. 1, the hunters climbed out of the hatch behind them. 2, gunshots echoed across the snow. 3, they leapt onto the side ladder of the train. Lucia grabbed Miguel's hand to keep him from falling. The hunters reached the tracks too late. The train sped away with the trio clinging to its side. Inside the train, they squeezed through a cargo door. The compartment was filled with wooden crates. Lucia collapsed against a wall. Miguel breathed heavily. El Lobo checked the map again. We'll be in Lyon by morning. Lucia nodded. And Geneva after that? But Miguel's face was pale. He looked nervous more than usual. El Lobo noticed immediately. Miguel, what's bothering you? Miguel hesitated. His hands trembled. I need to tell you something. Lucia stared at him. Miguel swallowed hard. I think someone contacted me before the heist. Someone who offered me money for information.